Hello students, in the previous class I told you about the mouth buccal cavity. Now we can start with food pipe and esophagus. The swallowed food from the buccal cavity passes into a food pipe or esophagus. This food pipe runs along neck to the chest and opens into stomach. This movement of food takes place through the alimentary canal and pushes the food downward, and this movement is known as peristaltic movement. The stomach is a thick walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened U and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. The stomach receives food from the esophagus and opens into a small intestine. So students, please focus on this line. The inner lining of the stomach secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Very important. The inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach from hydrochloric acid. The acid kills the harmful bacteria that enters into the body through the food and makes the medium of the stomach acidic. The digestive juices break down the protein into a simpler substances or into amino acids. Now next is the small intestine. Now food goes into a small intestine after the stomach. The small intestine is a highly coiled tube-like structure present in our lower abdomen and it is 7.5 meter long. It receives secretion from liver, pancreas and its own wall secretes juices that help in the digestion of food. The main function of small intestine is the digestion and as well as the absorption of the food. The liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland of the body. Students, please focus on this line, that liver is the largest gland of the body. It secretes bile juice that's stored in the sac-like structure that is called as gallbladder. The bile plays an important role in the digestion of food. Very important that what the bile is stored into a gallbladder and this bile plays an important role in the digestion of fat. The pancreas is a large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. The pancreatic juice act on carbohydrate, fat, proteins and change it into a simpler forms. The partly digested food now reaches into a lower part of the small intestine where the intestinal juices complete the digestion of all the food. The carbohydrate get broken down into this carbohydrate is broken down into a simple sugar, fat broken down into a fatty acids and glycerol and protein broken down into a amino acids. So here is one example how stomach was observed. There is a strange accident and a man named Alex was badly hit by a shotgun. The bullet is seriously damaged into a chest wall. Then this patient is referred to a army doctor, William Beaumont. The doctor saved the patient but he could not close the hole properly and left it bandaged. After the doctor got an opportunity to see how stomach is working. So he observed that stomach was churning the food. Its walls secrete fluid which could digest the food. He observed that the end of the stomach opens into a small intestine. So the carbohydrate get broken down into simple sugar such as glucose, fats broken down into fatty acids and glycerol and protein broken down into amino acid. These all are the simpler forms of these nutrients. Now absorption. This completes the digestion of food in the small intestine. Now comes to the absorption. So the digestive food can now pass into a blood vessels in the wall of intestine. This is known as absorption. These simpler form, glucose, fatty acid, glycerol, amino acid, goes into a blood vessels in the wall of the intestine and it is absorbed through the blood vessels, and this process is known as absorption. The inner wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowth which is known as villi. Very important. The small intestine have finger-like outgrowth present at the lining of the inner walls is known as villi. These villi increases its surface area when absorption of digested food occur. The absorbed substances are transported via the blood vessels to different organs. Then these absorbed substances goes to the body, different body parts, where these complex substances build up protein required by the body, and this process is known as assimilation. The absorbed substances are transported via blood vessels to different organs of the body, where they are used to build complex substances such as protein and required by the body. This is known as assimilation. In the cells, glucose break down with the help of oxygen, just like in plants. In the plants, I hope you know that glucose is utilized to release the carbon dioxide. But here in human beings, glucose break down with the help of oxygen and releases carbon dioxide, and energy is released. The food that remain undigested and unabsorbed enters into a large intestine. Now this small intestine transfer this undigested and unabsorbed food into a large intestine. So in the next class we will see that how large intestine works, and please go through the important parts of this chapter. Thank you.